The news on point.
High Court has issued summons ordering two founding members of National Unity, Reconciliation and Development Party to come to court for cross-examination and explain how the party was changed from NURP to NUP, which is now headed by presidential hopeful Member of Parliament Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu. This after Moses Nkonge, Chibalama and Simbwa Nkonge changed their defense in court, saying that they were misled by Chagulanyi's lawyers on the legality of the actions taken to change the party name from NURP to NUP. Today, when the case came up for mention, a team of lawyers for Member of Parliament Chagulanyi, led by Meda Dilwega Segona, asked trial judge Musa Sekana to order Chibalama and Nkonge to appear in court on September 25th for cross-examination on their new affidavits because they keep changing their words regarding the change of the party name. The case in court was filed by NURP members who are accusing the founding members of their party for selling it without authorization to Robert Chagulanyi. They also want a court order declaring all changes made in the party illegal and party returned to its rightful members. After the court session, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu said nobody will block him from contesting for the presidency and denied allegations that they had from Chibalama $5 million to sell them the party.
We want to distance ourselves from the allegations that we had promised $5 million to Mr. Chibalama. That is utter falsehood. Those are lies. We distance ourselves from that.
Now, the State Minister for Refugees and Disaster Preparedness, Musa Echweru, is concerned over the reluctancy in following COVID-19 control measures in refugee camps. Echweru said this after 90 refugees and community workers in Changwari refugee camp tested positive for COVID-19. It should reveal that the victims have already been isolated and are undergoing treatment, confirming that they have contained the situation, but are calling on people to follow the COVID-19 standard operating procedures to avoid further spread of the pandemic.
It has arrived even in some of my settlements. In Changwali, there are already a few, about 90 or so people who have been tested positive. And some of them our own humanitarian workers, and some are refugees. But I am happy to report to the country that we are managing it in such a manner that will contain it, other things remaining constant, without allowing it to explode.
A border rider, Emmanuel Kabanda, who allegedly attempted to commit suicide, has been pronounced dead at Chirudu Hospital, where he was receiving treatment. Kabanda attempted suicide by burning himself on 13th September at Chireka police station, but he was rescued by officers and taken to hospital. This was after his motorcycle was impounded by Chireka police team when he was found riding it in violation of curfew. Inquiries kick-started to ascertain the exact cause of the attempted suicide, and 6 officers attached to Chireka were arrested by the Professional Standards Unit to aid the investigations. The Kampala Metropolitan Police Deputy Spokesperson Lokowoye Sijile confirms this development.
This was after his motorcycle was impounded at Chireka Police Station by Chireka Police team when he was found riding it in violation of curfew. Inquiries kick-started to ascertain the exact cause of the attempted suicide, and 6 officers attached to Chireka were arrested by Professional Standards Unit. They are currently detained at railway grounds police, and the deceased body has also been conveyed to City Mortuary Munago for post-mortem as inquiries are ongoing.
Now, the National Bureau of NGOs has cancelled certificates of registration and revoked the permit of operation for Brian White Foundation grounds of acting outside the 2016 NGO Act. According to the Bureau Public Relations Officer, Ezanga Patrick, Brian White Foundation has never held any AGM since its formation, and the foundation never conducted any significant transactions in the bank, has no formal system of operation, and has no clear source of fund.
It is clear from the foregoing that Brian White Foundation is a one-man show organization and a sham registered with a possible hidden motive rather than for the stated objectives at registration. Based on these findings and failure by the organization to respond to the notice to show cause, the NGO Bureau has taken the decision to 1. Revoke the permit of operation of Brian White Foundation, and secondly, to cancel the certificate of registration of Brian White Foundation. Therefore, the existence of Brian White Foundation as an organization recognized by the NGO Bureau ceases with immediate effect.
The number of COVID-19 related deaths has reached 61 after one person was confirmed dead. The deceased was a resident of Kampala. The Ministry of Health has confirmed 214 new cases of COVID-19 after testing 2,452 cases. Samples. The total number of confirmed cases since March 2020 stands at 5,594 against 2,544 recoveries. That was the news.
XFM News on point.